Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Um, Before I start reviewing episode 6 of series 3 Traitors, I just want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you that joined the live stream myself and my sister-in-law had yesterday. It was our very first live, guys. If only you saw the behind the scenes. Oh my God. It was a case of the blind leading the blind, because we had it scheduled initially and then, running around trying to fix things up. And eventually we just clicked on go live and all. But yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you who joined, who watched, and have commented and is just supporting us along this journey. YouTube is relatively new to me. I do watch people on YouTube, but having this channel and trying to grow it is still new to me. And I welcome all feedback. Please be respectful. And of course, I do welcome your support. So please continue to subscribe, continue to comment, continue to like, continue to share. Today, I will be reviewing episode 6 of series 3 of the UK Traitors. So it starts with the traitors, which are Mina and Linda, deciding on whose name to write. This the first scene. Obviously, they won't show us the name they've written, but they write their name. And the next scene, they're at breakfast, everyone comes in. Who is left, trying to work out who has gone, until it was down to the 4 girls, including Mina. And they were like, oh my God, it's one of the girls. Um, Eventually Mina comes in with Charlotte and another girl. Then they walk out that it's Livy who has gone. Livy has gone. Yes, she's been eliminated by the traitors, but her spirit somehow gets into Linda. I say that because tell me why Linda now breaks down and starts fake crying. Not a tear could be seen. She starts crying. She leans into Francesca. She is sobbing her heart away. And I don't know what's going on, because she did say she was going to put on an act. Sweetheart, you could have at least put some, I don't know, a boniki balm or something by your eyes to force the tears out, because there was nothing. She was dried eyed, and everyone caught on to it like, what are you all about? Anyway, Claudia comes in and tell them, you've got another challenge. So they make their way out of the breakfast room, and you know how they just get into their little groups and chit chat. Anna goes to and Forzia and Francesca, and tells them about that traitor letter, the invitation to become a traitor, the letter she received. And she was like, look, I turned it down. I'm not a traitor, and blah, 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 blah. And Forzia, oh my gosh, Forzia. Forzia is that woman you just don't want as a mother-in-law or don't want as a manager. Nothing gets past her. She will just check everything over and over and over with a fine tooth comb. Forzia is like in her confessional. So you got the letter 2 days ago. Why didn't you say so? Blah, 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 blah. And then Dan sits down with, I believe, Francesca, and he's like trying to work out, why have I not been taken out by the traitors yet? Could it be, stroke of luck, or could it be I'm being protected by someone I'm close to, which obviously is Mina? And I was like, oh God, Mina, that you didn't check. Mina, you're so brilliant, but this one, you've not thought this one through. They make their way to the where the challenge is taking place, an open field. Claudia is being held up by 2 men in their mask and everything. There's a fire in the middle. They all form a circle around her. And basically, this challenge is they're all given a shield, but then they're blindfolded with one of these mask things. And Claudia will show the names of two contestants. She had some assistants go around, touch them by the shoulder. Those two will come up to her and say, look, well, discuss amongst themselves who they feel should not have the shield. And then the person will get a bucket of gunk poured over them, and that means they've been marked. Now, when they take off their blindfold, the person who has been marked is supposed to guess correctly who has poured that, who has basically attempted to take their shield away from them. If they guess correctly, whoever it is that set them up is eliminated from the game. If they guess wrongly, then they have to give up their shield and throw it into the fire. So the game kicks off. Everyone is suspecting Lisa of possibly being the one, throwing the gunk at them. They keep getting it wrong. Then Dan, in my opinion, slips up because he is chosen with Leanne to go pour gunk on Mina. And he's like, Mina is our friend. She would not suspect a thing. Now, for me, usually I would go for my friends first because I'll think they're just, being silly and just trying one on me, and I would guess them first. Mina so far hasn't gotten heat from anyone, so of course her focus would be on Dan and Leanne. Anyway, they mark her, they throw the gunk on her, and she takes it off. And look, I love Mina. I really do. Mina, maybe thanks to her work or I don't know, upbringing, I don't know anything about this girl, but Mina acts the she acts the what's the word I'm looking for now? She acts like one of the white women. Immediately she kicks off. Oh my God, my hair. I will not forgive whoever it is who's done this. My hair, my hair. And I'm like, Mina girl, I am on you. I am with you on this one. I am with you because for us black girls, whether wear our hair in its natural state or we've got extensions, weave-ons, whatever, please don't mess with our hair. And she has a middle part in her hair, so it doesn't look like she's got extensions. She probably will have some, little clippings here and there, but it does look like she's wearing her hair in its natural state. And our hair, black girls, they're not naturally straight. So the amount of work that would have to go into washing all that off, having to condition it, straighten it, and all that. I was like, man, I feel your pain. I really do. She did ask them straight away, Dan, was it you? No. Leanne, was it you? No. You both promised yes. Okay. She guessed incorrectly. But they they keep going round until it was the time for Lisa the priest. Lisa and oh gosh, who was the other one now? I think it was Lisa and Leanne that teamed up and got one of the contestants. I can't remember who it was now. And when they asked Lisa, when this person they marked asked Lisa, was it you? Lisa was like, no. Obviously, she was lying. She was lying. And let me quickly rewind back to the breakfast table when they all walk in. Lisa walks in with her clerical collar. I told you she's a woman of the cloth. Walks in with her clerical collar on, and people didn't know what to make out of it. And she's like, look, I've said my piece. This is who I am, blah, 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 blah. I cannot lie and this, that. And then fast forward to the challenge. And she just told a bold-faced lie. But the person guessed correctly that Leanne was one of them. And obviously they had to reveal that Lisa was the other person who marked them. And they were like, the others were like, oh my God, Lisa, you lied. And it was so funny. Anyway, it was, I think when the challenge was over, Dan had a shield, Linda had a shield, and I cannot remember the third, but there were three people who had a shield, and that ended. Then they make their way. Oh, before they make their way to the banishment table, Claudia did say, look, whoever you mark, the markers are supposed to remain anonymous. But tell me why they decide to start confessing amongst themselves. Oh, I marked you. Oh, I'm so sorry I did this to you. Alexander walks up to Francesca and tells Francesca that he marked her. Dan was the second person, but he didn't tell Francesca that. And Francesca, she appreciated it, but she was like on a mission to find out who the second person was. Like, God's sake, let it go. It's just a game. At least you have been now put in the shoes of the traitors, because the traitors are trying to keep their identity as traitors, as close as possible to themselves, blending with the faithful, get rid of the faithful, and win the game. And now that, you've all got an opportunity to wear their shoes for like what, all of 5 minutes, everyone is now looking at everyone like they've practically just gotten rid of somebody very close in their lives. I don't get it. Anyway, where was I now? Leanne walks up to Mina and confesses to Mina that, look, I marked you. Oh God, Mina just falls into Leanne and she's so scrawny. Is sobbing into Leanne. She's like, oh my God, oh, how upset she is, and bloody, bloody, blah. And Leanne tells her that it was herself and Dan, and she's like, oh my God, she's so upset. But she promises Leanne that she wouldn't breathe a word to Dan if Dan doesn't fess up to her. And she did ask, when they were all sat together, I believe in the library, she just wants to know who it is that marked her. And Dan walked in, but just pretended like he didn't hear anything. Then they make their way to the table for banishment. They get there, and obviously everybody starts talking and giving their reasons why they believe this person should be banished. Anna sees that opportunity to tell everyone about this letter she gets from the traitors, but obviously she didn't accept. And, everyone now starts looking at Lisa. And they are like, look, we were not buying that act you put up at the breakfast table. And I was like, good, tell them, Lisa. And Lisa was like, oh God, again, the spirit of Livy took over Lisa. She starts dry sobbing again, that she was quite close to Liv, and she saw Liv as her daughter, and someone reminded her, Liv did vote for you, notwithstanding she loved Liv and blah blah blah, but people saw right through it, didn't believe her. But Lisa was saved, by hair's whiskers, because Francesca, being on this mission to find out who it was that teamed up with Alexander to mark her, focuses on Dan and puts pressure on Dan until Dan finally cracks and confesses that he was the one who marked her. Mina takes that opportunity, and she's like, Dan, I asked you, I asked Leanne, I asked both of you, do you promise it wasn't, either of you? You both said no, but, she can't trust him anymore, and blah, blah, blah. They go around writing names, and Dan is on the chopping block. He comes up, reminds everyone it's a game. I'm like, thank you, Dan. It is a game. And, well, he's a faithful and takes his exit. And people are just feeling some sort of way, like, I don't know how they mixed feelings, because he was playing a game, but he was playing it in a very shady way, in their opinion. But they were like, he wasn't a team player. You can't be a team player if, three people at the most will take this prize money home. It's me, myself, and I. Well, The episode doesn't end there because Claudia has got a mission for the traitors, and basically they need to murder to eliminate. Oh, they need to eliminate in plain sight, and she needs them to go into the library, get a quill pen, go to the bar. There was a poster there with four skeletons. Write the name of four people to partake in a game, which will lead to one of them being eliminated. And at that moment, I'm all tense because Linda goes into the library. She can't find the pen. She tells Mina she's looking for this thing. She can't find it. They go back in. Mina spots it. Lisa hides it. Tucks it somewhere. By her trousers, they make their way to the bar, and she's trying to write names. And Mina is like, "I'll look out for you." At that moment, Fozia comes in with a group of girls, and she wants to go to the bar for a drink. And Linda is not done writing the names. I'm like, Lisa, it's not Lisa. Linda, hurry up, Linda. Just abbreviate it, whatever. Just draw a face. Just come out of there. She eventually writes Leon's name, Fozia's name, Anna's name, and Alexander. So after they all say bid each other farewell and get into their cars, their cars take a different route. Their cars take a different route. It takes them to a cemetery, and Claudia is waiting for them there. There are four chairs. She tells them why they're here. They're here to play a game. Their names have been picked by the traitors. She explains the game. The name of the game is called Death Match. And each of them would have two cards, and they would, they are all death cards because there's a photo of the Grim Reaper, on the cards. But one of the card has got, I think it was the sun representing life on it. So they were all to go round clockwise and swap their cards in the hopes of getting the life card. And at the end of each round, whoever has got the life card is safe. Those with the death cards will go again until it narrows down to just two people, and then the traitors would come and eliminate one of them. So the game starts. Fozia has got the life card, and she's trying her hardest to keep this poker face, like, it's not me. Next to her is Anna. Anna wants to swap and correctly gets the life card from Fozia. And Fozia's like, oh. But Anna gets it, and again, is also trying her hardest to be like, oh gosh, I asked for a card and I didn't get the life card. Alexander is shaking so bad. His hands are so unsteady, the legs are shaking. It's almost as if the Grim Reaper himself is behind him, ready to just hack him down, or a noose is just going to fall and just get rid of him. I don't know what it was. But yeah, they make their way round, and Anna and Alexander are saved, and it's Fozia and Leon left. So the episode ends there, but then we see the traitors walking towards them. But I don't know how it's going to play out. Are they actually going to walk towards Fozia and Leon and get rid of one? But if they do, the second one, except they're blindfolded, because the second one would catch on and can make out if these traitors are men, it's their height, structure, and all that, even if they don't speak. I don't know. I don't know how they intend to play it out. We'll just have to watch episode 7 to see. But yeah, that's episode 6. I am enjoying this. I really am. But I need to go get ready for Monday, get ready for work. It's a new week. This weekend, I swear, was just lasted 2 minutes. I blinked and it's over. So I need to get ready. Thank you all for watching. If you've managed to watch to the end, which I hope you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, and I will see you for episode 7 of UK's Traitors Series 3. Have a good evening all. Bye bye.